Oh, baby. What's going on, everybody? It is Friday. I'm adjusting my green screen, and we are live. That's right. Oh, folks, it is happening. You better believe it's happening. I am Hal Rutnick. This is the Your Pal Hal Show. And you're hanging out on Backchannel, the only place on your Echo where you can communicate and listen live, talk back and forth with the hosts. I mean, what a time. What a time to be alive, folks. It's Friday. I want to know what you got going on this weekend. I want to know what your plans are. I want to know what you're up to right now. I want to know what you're snacking on. My snack selection is very boring. Just crackers, just a Ziploc bag full of crackers. But you know what? Even though I haven't got the greatest snacks in the world, I'm moving forward. I'm not going to let that stop me. I've got a couple of beverages. I've got a water and a coffee on deck. And I'm just happy to be with you. And the show, I've said this before, I'll say it again. 4 out of 5 dentists say that this show is better when you get involved. And I would love it for you to get involved. So you can do that a few different ways. If you are hanging out on watching us on your smart device, listening to us on your smart device, you can get your smart device's attention. It might rhyme with T-Rexa, and you get your smart device's attention. You use the magic word say, and then you drop in anything after that. So smart device, say, I am housing a plate of fully loaded nachos. Oh, baby. Or smart device, say, I am whittling spikes. I am taking wooden sticks and whittling them into spikes to make a Rambo-style booby trap to put in my backyard to impale those meddling kids who sneak into my backyard at night. I hope you're not making a Rambo-style booby trap to hurt the local kids. I mean, come on. Come on, pull it, get it together. So communicate with us over your smart device or go to backchannel.tv and leave a review of the Your Pal Hal Show and join the chat. Also, what up to my YouTube fam? If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for being here. Appreciate you communicating with me over there. And we're here Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 2 to 4 on the East Coast. I'm talking Florida all the way up to Maine. And then 1 to 3 in Omaha, Nebraska, home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law, or great state of Texas, where our friend Stacy and also my pal Andy McLean reside. And the chat is active. Friends, welcome. My house pals. You know what? If you're here, you're a pal. You are my pal. And I got my pal Simon, my pal S. Friedman, coming to us from south of the border. We got Andy McLean kicking in the chat, a little baseball talk. Maybe we'll do a little update on our fantasy baseball league. See what the standings are. We got a Your Pal Hal Backchannel Fantasy Baseball League cooking here. Don't worry, it's not going to be all baseball talk. We're going to be talking pop culture, movies, news, trending topics. Oh, and there's going to be goofs, gags, shenanigans, nonsense, hijinks. Yeah, Grass Puddle just joined. It's a chat frenzy. Gotta shout out Olympia, Washington. I won't leave that out, Simon. Appreciate it. And let's see, who else is in the chat? We got London. We got No Name. Listen, if you're here with No Name, listen, it's a no-name friendly zone, just like Game of Thrones. A girl has no name, that's fine. But feel free to give yourself a name. Teddy Bear in Georgia. What up, Teddy Bear? Glad to see you here. Super Emu. Super Emu. Do you know the Limu Emu, the Liberty Mutual? Liberty, 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 Liberty. Mike in Arizona. What's going on, Mike? Mike, are you a D-backs fan? Are you a fan of the Arizona Diamondbacks? Are you a Phoenix Suns fan? Are you a Cardinals fan? Sheeta and Wakwas. Sheeta and Wakas. Liz in California joining the stream. Liz, glad to see ya. Glad to see ya. Simon informing us that it's National Jelly Bean Day. What's your favorite flavor of jelly bean, folks? You know what? I like those Jelly Bellies, and maybe I'm a basic B, but I really like the butter popcorn flavored Jelly Bellies. Like, I'm just, I don't know, I'm taken with those. Taken with those. Jelly beans are worse than Three Musketeers. You know what? It depends on the flavor. Yeah, I'm not like, I'm not saying jelly beans are like jelly beans aren't candy corn level. And that the thing is, like Andy, I feel you on this. Andy's saying jelly beans are worse than Three Musketeers. If you get one of those multi-flavored jelly bean bags, the Jelly Bellies, that can be a fun little, mix and match, like, what do we got here? What's this flavor? I'll try it. Ooh, a little spicy. Ooh, this one's gross. Ooh, this one is, takes my breath away. My mom's in the house, licorice jelly beans. She likes black licorice. My mom is a black licorice enthusiast. Shout out to a much maligned candy, black licorice. Simon says, last year, Sarah and I went to the Jelly Bean Factory and was so obsessed with Reagan that I boycotted. So I'm off jelly beans with why jelly bean when you can gummy lifesaver? You know what? It's a great question. You know, there are a lot of jelly bean alternatives. You got gummies. You got Starbursts. You've got Sour Patch Kids. So, like, I can't be mad at you if you're like, talk to the hand, jelly beans. I'm riding with Sour Patch Kids. And yeah, Ronald Reagan, Republican president in the 1980s, former actor. Ronald Reagan's best film role, if you haven't seen it, it's a little movie called King's Row. King's Row. And there's a stirring scene where, I forget, I saw it when I was a kid. My dad showed it to me. My dad showed me a ton of old movies growing up. And Ronald Reagan wakes up after an accident, and in the movie, his character had his legs amputated. And he wakes up after that accident, and he's looking down at the rest of the hospital bed, and he's like, where's the rest of me? Where's the rest of me? It's a really powerful, the best Ronald Reagan performance, King's Row. Anyone see all those Nancy Reagan rumors that came out about her, some of her antics? You know what? I'm not going to get into it because it's a family show, but interesting. Just Google Nancy Reagan, and you're going to see some interesting stuff come up. But by the way, Ronald Reagan, noted what I was getting at. Noted jelly bean enthusiast. Let's welcome Jimmy Carter. Was the peanut guy, peanut farmer. He was all about peanuts. Ronald Reagan about jelly beans, and George Herbert Walker Bush, George H.W. Bush, who was elected after Ronald Reagan. He loved Pocky, that Japanese chocolate candy. And then Bill Clinton, he was a beef jerky guy. I don't know. I made up those last two. Let's welcome our friend, Producer Travis. You know what? I feel like I'm welcoming you in at 11:11 exactly the past 2 days. Make a wish. Make a wish, everyone. It's 11:11. All right. I made my wish. Remember, don't tell anyone your wish. If you do, the fates will snatch it from you. Whether you're wishing on a wishing well, wishing on a shooting star, wishing on a birthday cake, keep the wish to yourself. Travis, you wouldn't tell anyone your wish, right?
Not ever.
No. S. Friedman wished that I would wake up to puppies giving him kisses. Well, that is a possibility. But because I have 2 dogs, but I guess that's not going to happen now. Travis, I think you're coming in just a tad hot.
Every day, nothing changes. Every day, I turn it down.
Rob Schaefer, Bill Clinton, little Bill Clinton cigar humor. No need to go down that road. It's a family show, Rob Schaefer. But I feel ya. Rob Schaefer, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show. Friedman is the Mel Gibson of this chat, I swear. Well, either that or Rob Schaefer, perhaps. The paradox. Travis.
Yes.
I haven't seen you in 20.
Come again? Everything froze for a second. Ooh, now we can't hear you.
What?
Oh, you're back. Everything's good. Everything was not good for a second, but now we're back.
Oh my goodness gracious. So
I heard I haven't seen you. Oh, go ahead.
What have you been up to for the last 22 hours? Since,
it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was actually the pretty good of times, and it was the end of times. Remember that sore throat that I had?
Yes.
Turned into a head cold.
Oh.
Yeah. I got this neat little sniffling going on. However,
sure.
Thanks to the COVID-19 exams provided by Daddy Biden and the U.S. Postal Service, I can confirm officially that I do not have COVID, which is great.
Awesome.
Loving it.
Glad to hear it. I'm not wishing COVID on anyone.
Yeah. Though at this point,
except Putin.
Except Putin. As vaccine boosted.
Hey, Putin! I hope you get COVID.
That's like, it's weird that feels like a legitimate, like, ow, man, that's pretty harsh. But yeah, no, it's a serious thing.
Hey, Putin! I hope you get some of those long hauler symptoms. How do you like that?
That's pretty bad. That's mean, but deserved. So yeah, I've just been sniffling up a storm and just enjoying the. Last night wasn't an absolute smackdown, but just the continued success of my Golden State Warriors. We may never lose again. Get the brooms ready. We're headed for a sweep.
Oh, snap. Predicting that the Golden State Warriors will just sweep the Denver Nuggets right out of the NBA playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Is
that right there, Travis?
We're going to commit crimes against Serbia. We're going to get that team...
Because clarify what you're saying for our Serbian friends out there who might not be basketball enthusiasts.
That's true. And don't get me wrong. Love your country. Love your basketball players. Nikola Jokic, pride of the Denver Nuggets, is a Serbian-born NBA player, MVP of the league, most assuredly a 2-time MVP as soon as they announced winner for this year. Absolute phenomenal player. Put up 38, 18, and 5 last night, but it wasn't enough. Because he's surrounded by traffic cones. His teammates are traffic cones, and Aaron Gordon.
Oh, my goodness. I want to shout out Doreen Partridge in the chat, Carolina in Florida, Liz in California, Teddy Bear in Georgia, London's in the house, and we've got a bunch of folks with the no names in the stream. Hey, Travis, would you mind looking up how someone who has a no name registered in the stream can go ahead and give themselves a moniker?
I would love to.
Thank you. Much appreciated, Travis. And while you're doing that, I'll tell you a little bit about my past 24 hours, 22 hours.
Please.
Last night, had a wonderful Mexican meal. My wife, a couple of friends of hers were in from out of town. We all went to this place called Guelaguetza, Hocken Mexican food, which I believe is southern Mexican food, heavy on the mole sauce, heavy on the mole sauce.
it.
And this restaurant had several different mole sauces, and it was delicious. I ended up getting a chicken mole dish, but we also had, they bring you right out some chips with with a little bit of cheese on top and like this white, like kind of a creme fraiche cheese. I know I'm mixing terms, but the mole was off the charts, and it was on, and like the chips were covered in mole and this white cheese. And then we went a little adventurous. We decided to order grasshoppers.
Oh.
We ordered the fried grasshoppers, and I had a grasshopper taco last night, and you know what? It wasn't great. Wasn't my favorite, the grasshopper taco, but I'm glad I did it. And it wasn't the first time I'd eaten bugs. Aside from the fact that, every night they say humans swallow 100 spiders.
Every night? That's not what that is. It's like 8 a year, right?
You might be right. It might be closer to what you said.
You might be right for you. I swallow 100.
Every night I swallow 100 spiders. I go to a little spider hole and I go like this and then fall asleep. And the spiders are like
Make a whole thing of it.
No, but I had eaten bugs before.
Sure.
For a Screen Junkies video that I made where
Good Lord.
I was
What
down
didn't
at
you do for them?
I was down at Comic-Con, and the kid that played Bran Stark, remember Bran Stark? He ended up, spoiler alert, he ended up being the king at the end.
Right, and everybody was like, "Huh, okay."
Yeah, he and I ate bugs at Comic-Con, which was fun.
Nice.
S. Friedman, a fan of mole sauce, best sauce in the universe. So, yeah, so I had that. And then this morning, I had to drive my wife to the airport. My wife headed up to Seattle for the Seattle Film Festival. The movie she directed, Love, Charlie, The Rise and Fall of Chef Charlie Trotter, was a selection for the Seattle Film Festival.
Wow.
So, congratulations to her. Dropped her off at the airport. We had the dogs in the car. Lil Wayne, a.k.a. Peter, Little Peter, as I call him, he wasn't feel good. He had a bad tummy. Thank you, Simon. Peter had a bad tummy, so we took him with us so he didn't crap all over the house. But on the way back from the airport, he puked in the back seat of the car. So cleaned that up. It wasn't too bad. It didn't stink or anything. Yeah, just I mostly feel bad for little Peter. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. I want to. I can't tell you how much I appreciate being able to hang out and chat with all our pals here on the Your Pal Hal show. It's just real swell. It is just swell as all get out. And my name is Hal Rudnick. If you're just joining us, we are live here on Backchannel, and there are a couple of ways you can help us out. If you're watching or listening right now, or if you are watching, click that subscribe button. Subscribing will let you know when we're going live. And also, we've got some special stuff coming down the pike in the next couple of weeks. So you're going to want to be subscribed. You will kick yourself. When you go to your grave, one of your worst regrets will have been not subscribing to Backchannel. I'm sorry to put it in those terms, but I just had to bottom line it for you. Wow. Another way you can really help is, no matter where you're watching or listening, leave a review of the Your Pal Hal show. Go to backchannel.tv, click, leave a review. Your positive reviews are going to help this show go straight to the moon. Travis, did you figure out how people can change their no name to something?
Yes. Excuse me. What they can do is on their smart device, they can say, smart device, address it by its given name, change my name to whatever the name's going to be. So
give us an example of what a name might be.
I could say, smart device, change my name to Daryl. And then it will change your name to Daryl in the chat.
Who's your favorite Daryl?
My uncle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a good one.
I would go, if I had to go favorite Daryls, I would go Daryl Strawberry of the New York Mets.
Fair.
A great Daryl, also an iconic Simpsons appearance. And then second, I would go the fictional Daryl of The Walking Dead.
Okay, yeah.
Played by Norman Reedus, motorcycle enthusiast and husband to Diane Kruger, Norman Reedus. I don't know if it's a husband or partner. I know they have kids together. Listen, whatever, they're an item. They're an item. We love here. Simon chiming in, Daryl Hall of iconic 80s group Hall & Oates.
It's a really good one.
Andy McLean hitting us with a great fictional Daryl. Daryl from The Office, portrayed by the hilarious Craig Robinson. Oh, Simon chiming in with another fictional Daryl, the kid who was like the robotic Daryl from the movie Daryl, which was an 80s film. Simon, I'm right there with you. All right.
Recently deceased Raiders quarterback Daryl LaMonica.
Daryl LaMonica played the harmonica, didn't celebrate Hanukkah. Let us know who your favorite Daryl is, okay? Chime in. Oh, one more. This is for the old heads out there. This one's for the old heads. If anyone watched Newhart, you remember the guy who came in. Rob Schaefer right there with me, you son of a gun. Rob Schaefer, great minds think alike. This is my cousin Daryl. This is my brother Daryl, and this is my other brother Daryl. My brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl, I think the line was. But Rob Schaefer, you're right there with me. Thank you, my friend. Rob Schaefer, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show. All right, so what do you say we dive into the Twitter sphere, the Twitterverse? But first, I know we have like a rundown there of stuff that I sent you over. Travis,
yes.
I'm going to go off, let me go off the grid and start with a story that I just saw pop up on my phone. And it relates to a story that we covered yesterday. So yesterday, we talked about the champ, Mike Tyson, raining down punches on an airplane after this guy was getting all up in his business, which, like at a certain point, don't resort to violence, but play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, you're going to annoy this guy on a plane like that at a certain point. Don't hit people, but it looks like this guy was poking, really just a schmuck on wheels. And I feel like a lot of people are team Tyson. Oh, Dimebag Daryl from what? Anthrax?
Pantera.
Pantera. Very good. Wow.
Two
This is
Pantera
2 days
days
in a row. Yeah. Travis,
Yes.
were you Team Tyson in this? I know you're a level-headed fellow. I just wanted to...
Yeah, no. I one thing I don't stand for is people looking for trouble like that.
Yes.
Yeah, just like,
good.
Dude.
So, this headline, this is from, the bottom feeders at TMZ. Mike Tyson plane punch victim has extensive criminal record.
There you go.
All right. The man who got punched by Mike Tyson on a JetBlue plane, it was JetBlue, has a long criminal record, TMZ has learned. His name, Townsend III. Good work, Travis. And this isn't his first encounter with the cops by any means. He's been convicted of fraud, grand theft, burglary, possession of controlled substances, and trafficking in stolen property. Damn! Dude has a rap sheet a mile long. As for specifics, the 36-year-old broke onto a property in 2018, stole a trailer that he hitched to his pickup. The drug possession offense was for oxycodone. Official docs don't mention other specifics. He served time twice, one for 20 months and another for 15 months. Damn. TMZ broke the story. Townsend looks like he was harassing Tyson. Yeah, after they boarded the flight Wednesday from San Francisco to Miami. Before the plane took off, Townsend, who was sitting behind Tyson, was hounding him. Mike's team claims Townsend threw a water bottle at him. The boxing champ then snapped and unloaded with repeated punches, leaving him bloodied. Both men got off the plane and were met by cops. Townsend said he didn't want to press charges, and they both were free to go. Tyson made his way to Miami and was swarmed by fans when he arrived. We're told Townsend stayed in San Fran. Well, there you go. Great name for a drug dealer. Dr. Ox, says Simon. Another great name for a drug dealer, Sadler. Sadler. That's the name of the Purdue Pharma family, who's the real drug dealer, largely responsible for the opioid epidemic. Sackler, sorry, not Sadler, Sackler. By the way, if you want to watch a pretty good show that chronicles, it's a little melodrama. What are you going to do? It's a dramatized version of the whole thing. Dope Sick on Hulu. I enjoyed it. The performances are strong. I really liked Michael Stuhlbarg, who's done a lot of good work in the past several years. And your boy Keaton, I think, took home a Golden Globe for... Oh, no, he took home the Emmy. And perhaps a Golden Globe as well for his portrayal of a doctor who was embroiled in the opioid epidemic. Imagine Tyson getting to Miami, angry AF, fans swarming him, and Tyson just punching everyone. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's like one of those wrestling handicap matches when you had Andre the Giant against like three dudes. Simon shouting out the CIA as a great one of the big drug dealers. CIA, some say it stands for the Central Intelligence Agency. Others say it stands for the Cocaine Import Agency. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Let's check on the Twitter website. Let's go to that twitter.com if you want to follow along at home. By the way, if you're still feeling a little groggy, maybe this will help you. All right. Let's, boom. Punch a guy in a plane, land, hang with Ric Flair. Or what Mike Tyson calls Thursday. Boom. There you go. Two greats in their fields, also two guys with some sexual misconduct in their past. I'm just going to, for equal time, I'm just saying that, all right? Just saying it for equal time. Because see the both of them. If anyone saw, there's a great series for you wrestling fans out there, by the way. If you haven't seen Dark Side of the Ring, that is some really compelling stuff. Dark Side of the Ring. As an old school wrestling fan, my own self, I really dig that show. And there's a Ric Flair episode called The Plane Ride from Hell, I think it's called. And a little bit of the dude's got a checkered history. In addition to being, listen, I love the styling, profiling. To be the man, you got to beat the man. But yeah. S. Friedman knows what I'm talking about. S. Friedman knows what I'm talking about. Okay. In some more serious news, let's just get an update on the horrific situation in Ukraine. Russian military official says Kremlin plans to take full control of southern Ukraine, state news agency reports. Yeah, ideally, some kind of agreement can be met, and we can just like shut this whole thing down, move on from this horrific chapter in world history of human rights violations. Yeah, I don't know if Russia and Putin will ever be brought to justice. But yeah, no signs of stopping yet. Let's read this. The deputy commander of Russia's Central Military District, Rustam Minikayev, was cited saying that the Kremlin is planning to take full control of Donbass and the southern Ukraine as part of the second phase of its operations. According to state-owned news agencies and as reported by Reuters, Mariupol City Council released satellite images claiming they show mass graves where Russian forces are burying Ukrainians, per BBC and the New York Times. I mean, what a nightmare. Yeah, this is, I mean, it's a borderline genocide. Human rights violations abound. And Vladimir Putin is trash. He's a madman. He's garbage. I hope he gets COVID. I said it. Sorry to put those bad vibes out there. S. Friedman says, if my 11/11 Putin-related wish becomes true, the war should end sometime soon. Not telling anyone that wish, LOL. All right, well, S. Friedman, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And, yeah. Nothing else to add here. Status quo. Yeah. Wishing everybody going through the crisis well. Let's. You know what? I want to just do one thing real quick. What's a good charity to promote here? Or best Ukraine charity. Here we go. International Rescue Committee. Over 5 million refugees have been forced to flee the Ukraine. Not the Ukraine. The IRC, the International Rescue Committee, is on the ground in Poland supporting displaced children and families with vital supplies. And it's just like, it's heartbreaking. You know, it's all heartbreaking. It's all heartbreaking. But just like stories about like pets running around unfed. I mean, it all breaks my heart. If you look up International Rescue Committee, if you search International Rescue Committee, you'll find a way to help folks in Ukraine. So there you go. Just wanted to, complaining, and bellyaching about the whole thing is one thing, but just putting out a little information if anyone within the sound of my voice cares to help. Shifting gears, I just want to shout out some folks who are hanging out in the chat with us. S. Friedman says Doctors Without Borders is also there. Thank you, S. Friedman. I want to shout out some folks who are hanging with us today. Bailey, welcome to the Your Pal Hal show. Thank you for kicking it with us. Doreen Partridge in Florida. I'm a fan of the Partridge family, so thank you for being here, Doreen. I like that Susan Day, huh? The LA Law. Carolina in Florida. Travis, are you old enough do you know what LA Law is?
Nope.
Are you familiar with the show LA Law? What if I said the name Harry Hamlin? Do you know who that is?
That's just outside my bubble of friends. No idea.
Okay.
Sorry.
Harry Hamlin was a noted handsome guy from the 80s. Noted
Cool.
handsome guy from the 80s. And now he's known for being married to Lisa Rinna. Lisa Rinna? You know who Lisa Rinna is?
Mm-mm.
Do you know who Lisa Rinna is, Travis?
No.
Okay.
No, I think you're having connection issues.
Um. Oh, I think it was me like talking at the same time as you, because like you said, like you gave a faint no as I was asking. Are you there, Travis?
Yeah. There's a little
Is
bit
it
of
my
cutting in and
connection
out.
issues or your connection issues?
I'm seeing occasionally on yours it's going from green to red a little bit.
Hmm.
It's largely
Hmm.
stable.
Okay. I mean, that's like me.
But to answer your question, no, that is like, I've done not like, but I think in terms of my cultural awareness, that's just that generation right before. I'm like, oh yeah, I kind of know what that is.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Um, Lisa Rinna is a noted soap opera actress who's become a reality star, like a
Ooh.
real housewife, and she's had a lot of work done.
Oh
She's
wow.
noted. She's noted for having her lips super plumped.
Oh.
And then one more, Harry Hamlin and Lisa Rinna. They have an attractive model daughter who was dating noted d bag uh, and noted f boy
Mm-hmm.
Scott Disick. You
Neat.
know who Scott Disick is?
That name I've heard, but don't know him. Don't know him.
Oh well, he's well, you're better off for not knowing him. He's the Kourtney Kardashian's ex-husband. Kourtney Kardashian's ex-husband. He's a fixture in the whole in that whole Kardashian world, Kardashian Jenner
Mm-hmm.
world. Folks, thank you for being with us. By the way, this is the Your Pal Hal show with a little Harry Hamlin talk live on Backchannel. And we're here every weekday, Monday to Friday, from 11 to 1 Pacific time and 2 to 4 Eastern time, 1 to 3 in Omaha, Nebraska. Send us a chat. If you can see me right now, you're watching on an Echo Show or a Fire TV. The magic word is say. So say the name of your device. Might rhyme with T-Rexa, as we like to call her. And then the magic word say, and then anything after that. So T-Rexa, say, I am hanging out in my pajamas, writing down a to-do list. Or smart device, say, I am uh, I am doing the dishes. Whatever you're up to. Thanks for being here. Smart device, say I'm day drinking. I don't care. You do you. All right. I don't have time to be out there nannying people. If you want to day drink. Right, Travis?
Yeah. Just, try your best to be responsible and make good choices.
All right. There's a little PSA from Travis. I said I'm not going to nanny everybody. And Travis has to push his politics on you.
I mean, yeah. you know,
Make good choices. Listen, if you want to make bad choices, like, what am I going to do about it? Like, there's literally, is what I'm going to say going to prevent you from making bad choices? I would prefer you do things that cultivate long-term happiness.
hmm
But oh, Travis, I just got my phone's blowing up. We've got a guest who wants to talk to you.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what I don't. All right. Travis, come on in, and could you finish telling people how they can can you tell folks what what happens if they go to backchannel.tv?
Sure.
Okay, and I'm going to step away and let our guest in real quick.
That's not what we want. Here's what we want. Hi, I don't know who's coming. I'm sure it's going to be somebody who doesn't like me, and that's okay. Look, I've got a head cold. We're going to figure this out. You can go to backchannel.tv, and there you can communicate with us. You can review the show, and I believe you can also subscribe, which would help us out quite a bit. You can also subscribe to the Backchannel YouTube channel, where you can also watch our show and communicate. And Of course, if you have a smart device, you can say, smart device, hello, open Backchannel, and it will do that. Then get in there, name yourself, get in the fray.
Travis,
Hey,
what's up,
Harry.
buddy? It's your boy Harry. Harry T. Rex. Harold.
That
Only my mom calls me Harold.
Sorry, those were the production notes I got when you first showed up. I can change that.
No, you leave it. I'm Harold T. Rex.
No,
So anyway, I heard you came on to shame people for their decisions today. For their life decisions. You feel like shaming people?
You know what?
Huh?
Yeah. You know what? I do.
Oh! All right, I see how it is.
Yeah, and I think if anyone here deserves a little shame, it's somebody from the Jurassic period that can't have enough sense over a million-year time stream to learn that you shouldn't drive drunk in a monster truck, even if you are the CEO of a pizza franchise.
Time out, buddy. You know I have been here since the Jurassic period.
Uh-huh.
How would I even know that what you say doesn't make sense? We didn't have cars back then.
But did you have good sense?
A million years. No, we didn't have any sense. We just roamed the earth and then we got hit with a giant asteroid and somehow I got lucky. To still be lucky enough to still be here. But now I got to deal with punks like you who go around shaming me. Who cares? Who cares if I want to drink an entire keg of beer and get behind the wheel of my monster truck and go joyriding? Who cares?
People care. You're gonna level buildings. You're gonna level people. That's too much chaos introduced to the world. It's not a nice thing to do. It's not a good way to live. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna enable it. I'm not gonna passively or actively enable it. I know that on my deathbed, I can be content in saying I lived my life telling dinosaurs they shouldn't drive drunk. What? What am I supposed to do with that? What?
You know what?
What?
Next thing you're gonna say, you're gonna have a problem with how I celebrated the 420 holiday.
Well, that depends. How did you celebrate the 420 holiday?
I used my tail to smash open a dispensary.
Wow.
I went in there, ate all of the edibles. All of them. I don't smoke. And then I operated a forklift. I got high as a Georgia pine and operated heavy machinery. Do you have a problem with that?
Yeah, I do. Again, it's reckless, it's irresponsible, and it's not considerate. That's the thing that sticks in my craw. You're not considering others. Why do you even come here? Don't you have anything better to do? Look, we can't keep doing this. You come on the show, you tell me the bad stuff you do, I yell at you, you don't change, then you leave. This is a cycle. We're stuck in this.
Can you tell what I'm doing, Travis, as you're talking to me?
Picking your nose and eating it.
I love to pick my nose and eat it. Especially when I'm in the waiting room at a place with lots of people in it. Do you got a problem with that?
I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's weird. But you can do that. That's not endangering others.
You know what else I like to do?
What?
I like to pick my nose when I'm in someone's home and then wipe it on the bottom of their furniture.
Now, that's where I draw the line. What? Why?
Why? Why not? I'm old enough to do whatever the heck I want.
That's not how that works.
You know what? I've
What?
got one more thing to say to you,
What are
Travis.
you gonna? What?
If you're looking for a good deal this weekend, try Pizza Hut's Meat Lovers Pizza. Also, don't forget to take a trip down Wing Street and get a side of hot wings to go with it. If you don't want to listen to me, listen to Craig Robinson, Daryl from The Office, our spokesperson. I'm Harold T. Rex, the CEO of Pizza Hut. And by the way, this weekend, go crazy. I'll be out there driving while intoxicated. And Travis, next time I see you, I'm going to introduce you to these hands.
All right. I got duped into shilling for Pizza Hut. Again. This is...
Travis.
Yep.
Wow, he left here in a hurry. Did you guys patch things up?
No. No, we did not.
Oh,
We did not. But you know what? I don't mind that. I stood my ground. I dug my heels in. I planted my flag, and eventually got tricked into advertising for Pizza Hut, which is unfortunate for me.
you know what? You know what sucks? You know what
What?
really sucks most about this whole situation?
What? What does?
Well, first, this mark on my forehead. Secondly, I am stuck here snacking on a bag of crackers, a Ziploc bag of crackers.
Uh-huh.
And this guy has access to all the delights that Pizza Hut has to offer. He couldn't just bring. He's like, oh, here's some Wing Street for you.
Bro, he's a bad friend. Like, straight up.
Oh boy,
I don't know what's up with his home
Oh.
life or his childhood or what, but just like, and here's the thing. Rob Schaefer's in the chat throwing out the science behind how much beer it would take to get a T-Rex over the legal limit, which I think
Well, he said-
support.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Did he say he drank a keg?
He said he drank a keg, which, like, who knows? Maybe it was a water tower. But, like, I think he's just doing it for attention. You know? That's what I think.
Maybe it's a cry for help?
I think. Maybe. But I can't
Because
get past his
a lot of-
scaly exterior.
Man. Okay, so Rob Schaefer says it takes about 4 beers in an hour to make a 200-pound man over the limit. What? That seems like 4 beers in an hour seems like I would have thought 2 beers, but I'll take, Rob Schaefer's the one who he is, I'm sure he's dealt with. Listen, if I was in Omaha and somehow I had the very poor judgment, I agree with you, Travis. I do not endorse
Right, yeah. We're on the same page
Harry
here.
T. Rex. I am not a fan of driving under any influence of any illicit substances. But yeah, I would have thought that it would have been a lot more. But I thought 4 beers would put you way over the limit. So Rob Schaefer, though, if I ever got caught, if I had poor judgment and got caught behind the wheel in a state of inebriation of some sort, and I was in the greater Omaha, Nebraska area, I would absolutely, my one phone call would be to Rob Schaefer, attorney at law. But Rob Schaefer saying it takes about 4 beers in an hour to make a 200-pound man over the limit. At 15,000 pounds, that is a factor of about 130. 130 times 5 equals 150. What? 130 times 5 equals 1,500 beers. I think Rob Schaefer meant to say. So Harry would have to drink about 5 kegs of beer in an hour. Oh, so yeah, if he just had 1 keg, then maybe not. I don't know. But thank you for that, Rob Schaefer. Unless it's Coors Light, that crap won't get anyone drunk, says S. Friedman. I drink Coors Light when I want to get hydrated, says Simon. I had one last night and waited a few hours to feel fine driving back. Grass Puddle, thank you for being safe. Yeah, also, he ate all the gummies. He ate all the gummies, right? He was out of his mind. He was out of his tiny little mind, says Simon. Yeah, I hope he's... yeah. Oh, and he operated a forklift.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if
he tore down his dispensary with his tail.
Yep. I don't even know if dude's forklift certified. That's a crime right there.
Yeah.
Rob Schaefer, is it a crime to operate a forklift if you are not forklift certified? I would love a little intel on that. All right, next up, we have barely scratched the surface of our trending topics here. Let's get a couple more in here. Kevin McCarthy. Whoo-wee. Hear about this Kevin McCarthy call, Travis?
No, I have not. I've been living under a rock.
You. Also, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
We have, Grass Puddle says, yes, it's an OSHA violation. Bam. So Harry T-Rex out here committing OSHA violations. But Simon, Kevin McCarthy, the minority leader of the House, it could be a civil infraction, says Rob Schaefer. New audio reveals McCarthy, who has revealed himself to be a spineless coward. He said he admitted bearing some responsibility. Trump admitted bearing some responsibility for the Capitol attack, and a message, a recorded voicemail or recording of him came out with him saying that he and McConnell were going to encourage Trump to resign. That's how bad it was day of. Now they're going through the revisionist history. And sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I don't even need to say that. I absolutely agree with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez when she was saying that January 6th was a damn dress rehearsal. Like, that was a practice run, baby. And if we don't hold these criminals responsible, but they're all like, oh, people like him. He's got the base. People like him. And everybody except Mitt Romney and Liz Cheney are so scared about his outsized influence in the party, Trump's outsized influence. But it's right there. There's the recording of Kevin McCarthy calling out Trump's actions and saying that he should have resigned. And too big to jail, says Grass Puddle. Perhaps. Yeah, do you want to bring that up? Let's just take a quick look at that article. Thank you, Travis. There we go. In the days following the January 6th insurrection, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy told Republican lawmakers on a private conference call that then-President Donald Trump had admitted bearing some responsibility for the deadly attack, according to new audio, a significant admission that sheds light on Trump's mindset in the immediate aftermath of the U.S. Capitol riots. A readout of that conversation, which took place on January 11th, 2021, had been previously reported by CNN, but two New York Times reporters obtained an audio recording of that conference call for their upcoming book, This Will Not Pass. Trump, Biden, and can you scroll up, please? And the Battle for America's Future. Rob Schaefer saying, why would Trump resign? He was already out of office. He wasn't, Biden was not inaugurated yet. The inauguration was on January 20th. So it was just why would he resign? Because it was disgraceful that he would lower his pants and his diaper. Disgraceful that Trump would lower his pants and his diaper, squat on democracy, and release a steamer. That's why he should have resigned. My good friend Rob Schaefer. But let me be clear to you, and I have to be clear to the president. He bears responsibility for his words and actions. No ifs, ands, or buts. McCarthy told the House Republicans on January 11th, 2021, according to the audio obtained by CNN. I asked him personally today, does he hold responsibility for what happened? Does he feel bad about what happened? He told me he does have some responsibility for what happened, and he needs to acknowledge that. Right on, Rob Schaefer. I totally appreciate you and the discourse, and I hear what you're saying. Timeline. But yeah, it was. But Rob Schaefer, your question is relevant when you start thinking about, oh, they impeached Trump. Why did they impeach him after he was already out of office? And it was so if he got impeached, he wouldn't be able to hold office again. But yeah. So there you go. Also on this track. Oh, I like Katie Porter. Katie Porter, a smart cookie for sure. Big fan of Katie Porter over here. I like her charts, S. Friedman. Katie Porter schooling fools with their charts. Bernie said he hasn't decided to run yet. Yeah, I like Bernie. I like Bernie. I mean, the guy's consistent. And I think he's got I think he's got everyday people's best interests in mind. All right, let's bring up that noted human dumpster fire, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is testifying at a hearing over whether she should be disqualified from running for re-election. And it looks like we have the judge that's presiding over that hearing has really been handling her with kid gloves. It's interesting. I'm looking to see, but he seems a little biased from what I'm hearing. A lot of people are saying. Okay, I'm just going to read this blurb about it. A hearing is underway on Friday in Atlanta to determine if Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene should be constitutionally barred from running for re-election for her Georgia House seat due to the Congresswoman's role in the 2021 U.S. Capitol insurrection. She could possibly be removed from the ballot under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which disqualifies from office anyone who shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the United States, the Washington Post reports. Greene is the first lawmaker to testify under oath about their involvement in the insurrection, according to CNN. Well, yeah, I mean, her, Josh Hawley, what weren't they saying that was it Lauren Boebert or Marjorie Taylor Greene that led a tour of the Capitol for potential bad actors in the January 6th event? Also, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Yeah. It is noon o'clock. It's Ted Cruz, too. Yep, S. Friedman. Noon o'clock right here in the home office of the Your Pal Hal Show, Los Angeles, California. I hope you're having a whale of a Friday, folks. And I really appreciate you hanging out here with the Your Pal Hal Show on this Friday. We're here every Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the East Coast. We're talking Florida all the way up to Maine, 1 to 3 in Texas and Omaha, Nebraska, the home of Rob Schaefer, attorney at law, and 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in London, England. And, folks, I would love it if you would participate in the show. Send us a chat. You can ask us questions. You can chime in on anything we're talking about. Just get your smart device's attention. Use the magic word "say," and then tell us anything after that. Like my friend Stacy. Stacy doesn't like. Stacy is not a fan of Harold T. Rex. Doesn't like how he yelled at Travis. Stacy, I appreciate that. Travis has been through the ringer with Harry, and you need to talk to Travis carefully. Travis, I apologize on behalf of my friend. He shouldn't talk to you like that.
I had therapy right before
Travis.
we started today. I'm all good. I'm bulletproof for the next 6 hours.
Thank you, Travis. You're I appreciate and admire your fortitude. Thank you. Send us a chat. Go to backchannel.tv, chat with us there, and leave a review of the Your Pal Hal show. Simon says I should rethink my friendships. Maybe. You know, it wouldn't be the first time I've surrounded myself with destructive people. I thought you think you mature once you hit a certain age, but then you fall back into some bad habits, and I might have to have a conversation with my friend, Harry, the dinosaur. Simon saying that Harry does not enhance my life in any aspect. I mean, it is cool to know a dinosaur. So there's that thing. But thank you, Simon. Rob Schaefer, back to Marjorie Taylor Greene. This is a matter that should be heard in federal court. The same group trying to get MTG off the ballot has already lost like 3 times in federal courts. Interesting. We're about to watch a clip of the Independence Day. If you're wondering how far off the rails Marjorie Taylor Greene is, which is a circus on all sides, devolving judge right now. Let's see. He's just grinning. He's just drop your lint and stop your grinning.
They're watching a clip from the film Independence Day.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we're about to watch a clip of Independence Day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right?
That's weird. You think you matured after a certain age and someone says that there will be a probe in Uranus. Ha ha! S. Friedman calling me out on my own stuff. Nicely done. Folks, hey, Travis.
Uh-huh.
What do you say we take just a short little station break, and we come back and we have even more fun. Like, there's, by the way, so much good times in store. Don't go anywhere. Travis, let's take a short break. We'll be right back after this. What up? Welcome back, folks. The Your Pal Hal show is in full effect. That's right. It's Friday. You know, a great poet by the name of Rachel Black once said, "It's Friday, Friday, Friday." Oh boy, we've really become a morning zoo. Uh, I'm very, very happy to be hanging out with y'all. Thank you. Thank you for chilling right here. Oh, we got Gavin. Gavin in the house. What up, Gavin? Glad to have you here right here on the Your Pal Hal show. We got Stacy. We got Bored Falcon. Gavin, hang out with us. Enjoy. Enjoy. We're going to be talking about news, pop culture, trending topics. Travis, I was a little bit sad to see this Bill Murray news. Bill Murray, Being Mortal production suspended due to complaint against Bill Murray for inappropriate behavior. Let's read this article real quick here, Travis. Bill Murray, one of all of our comedy heroes, right, Travis? Following the news that production was suspended on Searchlight film Being Mortal, sources tell Deadline the suspension had to do with a complaint made against star Bill Murray for inappropriate behavior. It's unknown at this time what Murray's involvement in the project will be going forward as the investigation remains active. Insiders add that Aziz Ansari, who is starring, writing, and making his directorial debut on the film alongside his partner Yuri Henley, was not a part of the complaint, nor was co-star Seth Rogen. Searchlight said it does not comment during ongoing investigations. There's a Lucy Liu, a blurb there about Lucy Liu opening up about an altercation on the set of Charlie's Angels. I stood up for myself and I don't regret it. The complaint was filed last week, the production was halted Monday, and a decision ultimately was made to suspend the production going forward as the investigation continues and next steps are decided on. Cast and crew were told about the production being suspended last night in a letter sent out by the studio. The film is based on Atul Gawande's nonfiction book Being Mortal, Medicine and What Matters in the End. Principal photography has started March 28th, and sources say it was halfway through before the production halted this week. That's rough if it, listen, studios, I'm not going to cry for them, but if you're already halfway through the production and then they'd have to go back and reshoot or recast Bill Murray. Now, Travis, I got a little something from an industry insider. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Bill Murray, and I don't know if this is the whole truth or anything. Apparently, Bill Murray was suspended from this film. He was at the craft service table.
Oh, boy.
Double dipped into the hummus.
I don't think they would suspend production.
Now, I'm not saying that is, and I'm not, Travis, shh. I'm not going to reveal my source. Don't ask. Stop asking. Travis. I'm not going to reveal my source.
Inappropriate behavior in this day and age suggests something a little more devious than double dipping. So I don't know if I believe your source, and therefore I don't really know. They don't care. I don't care. Fine. Who told you? Who told you?
Travis.
Yes.
Travis. You're not going to get a peep out of me in regards to who my source is.
Okay.
But I have it on very good authority that Bill Murray double dipped a pita chip into some Trader Joe's brand hummus. So, let me explain to you what double dipping is, Travis. You got a chip, okay? Are you with me still?
Yes.
You dip it in, and you take a bite, and then you got a nice hummus load on that chip. Now it's a load-bearing chip. And then it's like, you bite it. But lo and behold, that's a big old chip. And you got half a chip left there. And it's like, I didn't come down here to eat a naked chip. I got to get a little more dip on that chip, son. And you go back into the hummus with that chip, but it's got your germs all over it.
I think there was an episode of a beloved sitcom that touched on this. Maybe
That's
that was
a
just
double
a training video.
That's a double
dip. That's a double dip.
That's a double dip. And so, should we, like, did we just break some news?
I mean, maybe. And that, among others, the floodgates are open. We have people from all walks of industry life. Richard Dreyfuss's son, Ben Dreyfuss, coming out with Bill Murray shade. We got you talking about craft services. We got Lucy Liu sort of restating her points. It's hunting. It's open season on Bill Murray today and for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, no, but he's being called out as being a bit of a cantankerous old bully.
Chevy Chase adjacent.
Chevy Chase is a next level.
There was
jerk.
Yeah. I mean, recorded. But who's to say? This may be, this may be where it all comes boil. It all comes out.
Maybe. Yeah, apparently he really bullied Lucy Liu. He threw an ashtray at Richard Dreyfuss on the set of What About Bob?
Yeah.
And he's a beloved weirdo, but he does, like, what do you think of this thing he does, Travis, where he'll, like, go up to people on the street, and walk up to, there's, like, stories, there's rumors of this abound. Like, he'll walk up to a stranger on the street, cover their eyes like this from behind, and then they'll turn around and they'll see it's Bill Murray, and it's like, it's cute, and he's like, oh, good luck getting anyone to believe that this happened. Like, just being like, kind of silly. It's Bill Murray, but it's weird, right?
Yeah, that's like, that's one of those. Bill Murray is so old that I think there was a time where that was okay, and it's not now, and the onus is on him as somebody who's still actively participating in the entertainment industry to, like, kind of get with it. Like, it's not, you can't do that to people. Like, if you show up and you photobomb somebody, as he's been known to do, like, that's fine, whatever. You can be eccentric and still not be inappropriate. You can have both hats. I mean, you're the prime example. You can be eccentric while still being respectful. You do a great job. Bill Murray could learn a thing or two from you.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome,
Travis.
I
mean, am I eccentric in my personal life?
Can I ask you how many props you have around you at this exact moment?
More than my wife would like me to have. Okay. You know what? Touche. Noted eccentric Hal Rudnick double dipped a chip today.
And production on his weekly stream has been suspended.
Oh boy.
Until we all figure out what we're going to do.
Just go easy with the Austin Powers puns. Yeah, baby. Yeah, do you want to make you horny? All right. So, yeah, it seems it's not that hard to believe. Grasspuddle saying that Bill Murray has never been easy to work with. Yeah, he's always been, like, a next level eccentric in as much as, like, he has, in order to get in touch with him, you have to call this 800 number and leave a message, and he may or may not get back to you. Like, he's very non-traditional. But he commented on it. He's, like, in an article, like commenting. I was just reading up about this yesterday afternoon a little bit, just following the story. And he said something to the effect of, that he has been eccentric, and he has been eccentric, and he has called people out in the past, and you know, been maybe been over the line in the way he reacted to people, but that's just to incompetent people. Which, okay, now we're start like he's kind of admitting, and it's like there are ways to go about it. And then he continued by saying that if it's someone who knows what they're doing, and then he listed Wes Anderson, Sofia Coppola, maybe Jim Jarmusch, like people who get it, people who know how to work and be professional, that he will be professional. So I don't know. He's kind of excusing. It sounds like he's excusing some bad behavior. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of those things where, look, I can't say I'm not a huge fan of his work, but I have a problem with people that fetishize their own intellectualism to the point where it makes them impossible to relate to. It's like, oh, I mean, and he's relatable, Jason. That's like his whole bit. But he's like, only Jim Jarmusch understands me and how to make films. And people like that class of creatives. It's like, stop romanticizing everything to the point where it makes you annoying, please.
Or if that's what you're gonna do, only work with them,
Yeah.
and don't work with someone else who you're going to give just a hard time to.
Yeah, which it sounds like, probably if Aziz Ansari may be attempting to work in that, like, Master of None is made in that ish. I don't know enough about film to be like it's kind of that vibe, but
Oh yeah, no, but there is, especially the second season, and then the third season, which I haven't watched, but I've heard it's like stylistically it hits some of those notes.
I forgot there was a
Yeah.
third season. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, but the Lena Waithe is the focus of that third season,
Right,
and her relationship, and yeah, no, but I think Master of None, and we and Master of None. I think, would you have Master of None without the show Louis?
Right, exactly. Yeah, Louis, like when it was airing, I was a big fan. I thought it was really
Oh,
unique and
I think so many of us were.
yeah.
Louis was a great show. Now, I think Louis C.K. absolutely a predator, not the good predator, which
No.
was the bad guy of the Predator movies.
Huh.
But no, a predator who manipulated the power dynamic,
Yeah.
and yeah, in his in his noted dalliances. Dalliances is the wrong word.
He did
But
bad
yeah,
stuff.
he did bad stuff. Thanks, Travis.
You
All
got it.
right, so there you go, Bill Murray. Maybe more will come out about this, but yeah, maybe maybe like it was all hiding in plain sight there. What else? Oh, let's just. Oh, I just want to shout out. Let's move on to our last bullet point here on trending topics. Earth Day. Oh wait, no.
Wrong one.
Let's move.
Sorry.
No, go back. Let's go. No, let's hit that one. Actually, this is an interesting story. Thanks, Travis. Thanks, Travis. Florida taxpayers could face $1 billion Disney debt bomb if its special district status is revoked. That's wild. So, Florida votes to dissolve Disney's special district, eliminating privileges and setting up a legal battle. This is crazy. I mean, just because, yeah, Florida has, Disney has come out against this "Don't Say Gay" legislation, which we've talked about that before. I know Rob Schaefer has chimed in with some of the specific verbiage, but I do believe that it's a slippery slope, and it is othering. It is calling out as different and not accepting gay people, the LGBTQ community. I think it's super dangerous. I think it's a very slippery slope. I think it's a dangerous precedent. That's me. I'm just a goof who's into hijinks. So take it with all grain of salt. All right. But I think if someone can't come in, if a child of gay parents can't come in and talk about my two dads and then have that explained to the class that some people have two daddies, some people have two mommies, or whatever the case may be. That's dangerous, and it is othering. And we're not talking about. I mean, yes, I get. I'm not stupid. Well, that's a matter of opinion, but I understand there are predators out there, and of course that's heinous. Anyone who would try to prey on young children or try to indoctrinate them. But that's not what's going on. We're not trying to indoctrinate people. We're just trying to educate and promote acceptance and understanding. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of the Don't Say Gay. And on Thursday, the Florida legislature passed a bill seeking to dissolve a special district that allows Walt Disney Company to act as its own government within the outer limits of Orange and Osceola counties. If Governor Ron DeSantis signs the bill into law, the Reedy Creek Special District would be dissolved effective June 1st, 2023. Dissolving the district would mean Reedy Creek employees and infrastructure would be absorbed by the counties, which would then become responsible for all municipal services. Wild. Simon saying there's a lot less now than there used to be. Thank you, Danny Glover. Oh, a lot less predators. Yes. Thank you, Danny Glover, for your important work in Predator 2. Grass Puddle saying Republican blackmail, so Disney starts donating again. Notice the effective date. Plenty of time to undo the bill. Yeah, interesting. Simon saying, whoa, relax, Grass. They're a woke corporation. Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, whatever's going to help their pocketbook. State Rep Randy Fine told CNBC's Squawk Box on Thursday that the bill isn't retaliatory, but said, when Disney kicked the hornet's nest, we looked at special districts. Oh, that's literally retaliatory. People wanted to deal with the special district for decades, he said. Disney had the political power to prevent it for decades. What changed is bringing California values to Florida. Floridians said, you are a guest. Maybe you don't deserve special privileges anymore. Yeah, California values, I don't know about that. I think it's just, being a good neighbor, being a good, American, being a person who is accepting of difference. All hail the mouse. So, unfolding story, TBD. I don't know what they're going to have to do, if they're going to have to raise the prices on the already astronomical trips to Disney World, Epcot Center, etc. I've never been to Epcot. I may never go. I mean, I got Disneyland right here. I just want to get to that Galaxy's Edge, to tell you the truth. I'd stay at the Star Wars Hotel, too. That sounds interesting to me. But I got to get to Galaxy's Edge one of these days. It's like, it's too damn long. And finally, folks, it's Earth Day. It's Earth Day. Plant a tree. Kiss a bird. It's Earth Day. I'm going to celebrate Earth Day by kissing a bird. Travis, you bring me up again? Oh, there's a bird. A bird flew in. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw. Oh, a happy Earth Day. Ah. How sweet an Earth Day treat. How sweet an Earth Day treat was that? I gave a little bird a kiss. Let's see what's happening. Is that what you meant by eccentric, Travis?
Yeah, pretty much.
So Earth Day. Let's bring up that's the globe. Happy Earth Day. Following tweets are part of a live conversation detected by an algorithm. Oh, boy. Thanks, robots. Thank you for reading our explainer. I'd urge caution. In honor of Earth Day and the New York Times article about what you can and cannot recycle, I've just ordered 2 TerraCycle plastic packaging boxes. You can get your regular garbage down to almost nothing with TerraCycle. Okay. Rob Schaefer saying that crow sounded like a parrot. Thank you, Rob Schaefer of the Audubon Society. Bird makeout session is incoming. Yeah, this is true. LA is cold and windy. That is also true. Tell other people what you're doing to act on Earth Day. That's what this day is all about. Reply here with your commitments to act. Well, can you reply to that, Travis? Is this the Your Pal Hal show? Twitter?
Yes.
Or is it yours?
No, it's this
Okay.
one.
Will you type the following? I will no longer hurl car batteries into the ocean. Period. Happy Earth Day! Exclamation point. There you go. Pretty good, huh, Travis?
That's certainly helpful. Do you do that? I don't do that. Do you do that?
Moving on.
All right.
Happy Earth Day, everybody. You know what? Get out and kiss Mother Nature. Kiss Mother Earth.
Make out with the ground.
Make out with the ground, baby. Enjoy Earth Day, everyone. For serious though, like until the big corporations do anything about about what the amount of toxins they produce and let into the environment. What's going to happen? I mean, don't they say that like we're not going to we can't reverse anything or stop global warming and climate change until like major legislation, like we're skidding closer and closer to the point of no return. So, yeah. Listen to Greta Thunberg. Party hard, guys. Earth Day. 19 Earth Days. So are you saying there's 19 years left until we're going to slide into the abyss, Simon? I don't know. All right. We've had too much fun, and it's 12:30. Thank you for hanging out right here on the Your Pal Hal show. And we're covering all sorts of pop culture, trending topics, movies, etc. I am Your Pal Hal, and you are live on Backchannel, the only play on your Echo device where you can watch and listen to live shows and chat with the hosts in real time. I'm here Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast, 2 to 4 p.m. on the East Coast, 1 to 3 in Omaha, Nebraska. Please send me a chat. You can ask questions, chime in on what we're talking about. Do you hate Earth Day? Do you love Earth Day? Do you say screw the environment? Or do you say save the whales? Let us know. If you can see me right now and you're watching on an Echo show or a Fire TV, the magic word is say. So say the name of your device, T-Rexa, might rhyme with that. And smart device, say, I'm eating a plate of fully loaded nachos. Or smart device, say, I too will stop throwing car batteries into the ocean. Let us know. If you're listening on your Echo speaker and you cannot see me, go to backchannel.tv, join the chat. And once again, Backchannel, BACKCHANNEL.TV. And let's see who's kicking it in the chat today. Oh, Goofy Margay. What's up, Goofy Margay? Bored Falcon. Always glad to have you. Stacy, make sure you turn off the water when you brush your teeth. Not a bad idea, Stacy. Thank you for being responsible on this Earth Day. Big Cricket, Wrong Duck, Lethal Quagga. Thank you for hanging out right here on the Your Pal Hal show. Simon wanted to share that the Atlanta episode Cancer Attack was brilliant. Very nice, very nice. I got to catch up on Atlanta. I love that show. I love all of the great cast and one of the best shows on TV. Okay, you know what? Travis, is it crazy that I call an audible and we skip the Twitter deep dive today? Travis, what do you think? All right, bring it up, Travis. Bring it up. Bring it up. Our Twitter deep dive today, Taylor Swift. Yeah, we can't skip the Twitter deep dive. We've done it every day. Can't do it. We're going to make it quick. Red, Taylor's version available now. This is for all you Swifties out there. Happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. Red, Taylor's version, out now. Travis.
I want to point out that Hydrox Cookie has followed everybody we've deep dived for the past, 3 weeks.
No.
Yeah.
So are they a listener?
I don't know that, or they were just on the same wavelength.
Go to Hydrox for a second.
Where is it? There it is. Yeah, no, they don't follow us.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're just spying.
Weird. Conspiracy.
Grass Puddle says, reminds me when I was on Paul Shear's show, tell him recycling is bad. Nice. Andy McLean says, but why Swift? You know what? I really have an unsatisfying response for you, Andy, but it's the only response I have. Why not? Why not? I interviewed Taylor Swift years ago at an event called the Young Hollywood Awards. This is before she really blew up, and I'm like, wow, this is a radiant young lady. And then she went on to become a superstar. Now you're asking, who is that? Fair question. Corin Nemec. I know who Corin Nemec is. Parker Lewis. Can't lose. There you go. Great late 80s, early 90s show. Parker Lewis, Can't Lose. All right, let's go back to Tay-Tay for a moment. Okay, 90.3 million followers. Robust. Not following anyone. All right, well, fine. It never would have been possible to go back and remake my previous work, uncovering lost art and forgotten gems along the way, if you hadn't emboldened me. Red is about to be mine again, but it has always been ours. Now we begin again. Red, my version is out. There you go. Scrolling. Okay, there she is in a nice old car. I was such a big fan of yours until I saw this. I write all my own songs. Your hot take is completely false and so damaging. This is good. From way back on January 24th. You don't have to like my songs, but it's really screwed up to try and discredit my writing. Wow. Al Barnes spills his thoughts on some of today's chart-topping music. Billie Eilish, I think she's exceptional. Taylor Swift, she doesn't write her own songs. Oh, and Taylor Swift is like, you lie. You're lying. P.S. I wrote this tweet all by myself in case you were wondering. Good one, Taylor. I mean, that sucks. Because, listen, she's a mega star. She's got, all the money in the world, etc. But, if you're attacked on your artistic integrity and writing your own songs and, creating your own work and being called out for that, yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool if that's not the case. So I don't know. I don't know either way. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. But I'll believe her if she's going to really be adamant about it. I have no reason not to believe her. Uh, you know, they a lot of people get accused of this. They accuse Drake of not writing his own rhymes. So whatevs. She can dry her eyes with some NFTs. Okay. Don't say it. Okay, I'm saying it. I'm feeling 32 and Alana is feeling 30. Don't worry. We tested everyone. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I love you all so much. There's Alana Haim, one of the Haim sisters and star of Licorice Pizza. Birthday partying. There you go. Was it those emojis you were confused with? The hard eyes, tear crying, and birthday cake? Simon? No problem today, just champagne. I wanted to share this video with you from Aaron Dessner and I were doing our fittings for the video. Yada, yada, yada. All right, moving on. Oh, pretty cool. Feral Screech. Taylor Swift, All Too Well, is officially the longest number one hit of all time at 10 minutes and 13 seconds. Don McLean's American Pie, Parts 1 and 2, at 8 minutes 37 seconds, held the mark for nearly a half century. There you go. Nicely done. Congrats. Oh, here's Carol King, who you know what, with the CNN Plus shutting down, probably see a little less of Carol King out there. Carol King, you and your music mean more to me than I could ever sum up in a speech or a performance, but I tried. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2021. There you go. All right, so anything else here? Kind of a snooze, but that was interesting. Looks like she's hugging Bilbo from Lord of the Rings. I mean, listen, she's a 75-year-old woman.
Oh, no.
But Andy McLean, she's a 75-year-old woman. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong, Andy McLean. Travis, what's up?
Yeah, I was just to say this kind of this is more interesting than most, but this follows a trend of mega celebrities' Twitters being pretty sterilized.
Yeah. Sorry, tying my shoe.
Okay.
All right. You know what? I think we've seen enough. Taylor Swift.
I agree.
Yeah, there you go. That was our Twitter deep dive. Little underwhelming today. Listen. It's not all going to be gold, folks. That's what Taylor's tweeting. All right, we got Mario Smith coming up around the corner, our good friend and fantasy baseball opponent, Mario Smith. But before that, we got a little Rex and Reviews action going on. And we've taken a look at some bad movie reviews before. And today is no different. Rex and Reviews, we're going to look at some weird, bad, interesting, letterboxed reviews. Oh, by the way, Simon's saying Beyonce is one of the great Twitters of all time. Okay. You're just doing Kanye. You're just doing Kanye there. I almost got excited about Beyonce's Twitter. It's probably as like boring as Taylor's. I see what you did there, Simon. I like it. All right. Best of letterboxed reviews with threatening auras. as documented on Twitter. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's take a look at some of these. Let's take a peek. Let's take a little look see. All right. Monsters Inc. 1 star because someone said 1 star because someone said I looked like the lizard. Good, good. Which one's the lizard? They're not talking about the one-eyed Billy Crystal, are they? Or is there another lizard? Anyway, this person gave Monsters Inc. 1 star.
I think they're talking
Travis?
about Randall, the villain. Randall,
Oh,
the
there you go. There you
antagonist.
go. Good memory. Oh, I didn't even remember. Wow, you just remembered that the villain from Monsters Inc. was called Randall?
Just out of the recesses of my brain.
Nicely
screaming
done.
forward.
Nicely done. The Kissing Booth 3. Travis, have you ever seen any of these Kissing Booth movies?
No, I had to save space in my brain for Randall, so I missed them.
Have you ever patronized a Kissing Booth?
No, by the time I grew up, those were largely like not okay anymore, I think.
Now, they were big in like the 40s and 50s,
Yeah.
I think, at like state fairs and things. And my dad he was a concert producer for a while. And he produced a series of shows called 40s in the 80s, where he brought stars from the 40s and 50s back to sing in the late 70s and early 80s. And
That's cool.
among other things, like they had like old time vintage cars parked out front.
Whoa.
And then they had there was a kissing booth. They had a kissing booth. This was another time, another era, but there
And
was
how
a
we know
kissing
of it now, a super spreader.
Yes, as it says right there in this article, in this review. The Kissing Booth 3, one pandemic at a time, please. There you go. There you go.
Whoa.
Oh, La La Land, half a star. Never seen it. Just felt like being mean.
That's good.
Yeah, I get it. I got into it with my pal Scott Mantz about La La Land.
Yeah.
Scott Mantz, excellent critic, great friend, and my biological father, quote unquote,
Got it.
just on social media and on YouTube. He loves this movie, and I say it's like the pumpkin spice latte of movies. I mean, some of
Wow. Yeah.
it's very basic. It's just like
Yeah.
there's not a lot of struggle. There's not a lot of just like, the characters are very broad. A lot of the music is like fun, and the dance sequences are well done. There are times where it recaptures the spirit, but it is just a really, really full of itself. And yeah,
Yeah.
La La Land, aka White Privilege the musical. I don't know.
Wow, that's
but
good.
It's basic, and it's pumpkin spice. All right, Citizen Kane, 3.5 stars. Oh my God, I didn't give this movie a 5, which means I will have to burn in film Twitter hell. So again, I apologize for not giving this filme the same grade as you. I'm going to die now, so I'm sorry. Please make my death quick. There you go. Just mocking how much love there is for Citizen Kane, which I actually do. I'll tell you this, and I am in the minority here when it comes to Citizen Kane. Give me a double feature of Citizen Kane and Mank. I'm happy. Mank about Scott Mankiewicz, is it? I forget, but it just goes by Mank, who wrote Citizen Kane, and about everything that happened around the writing of Citizen Kane. And I love it. I love it. Simon said, I tried watching Citizen Kane almost a year ago. It might be the most overrated film of all time, in my opinion. It's okay, but the greatest film ever? See, I love it. And you got to take into account that there's so much that Citizen Kane does amazingly well. You take it the time it was made, it was groundbreaking and earth-shattering because of the construction of the film. it being patched together with these remembrances and seeing different characters' points of view on different events throughout their lives. So the construction of the film was revolutionary. Also, the satire, to be able to roast one of the most powerful men in America, William Randolph Hearst, in that way, in that hilarious way. I just find Citizen Kane to be brilliant and breathtaking. Andy, you're still a pal. You're still a pal, Andy. Listen, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Just know I love it. I don't think it's overly rated. I think it's properly rated. But listen, I believe everything that the critics tell me. So most of the time. Nope, I've not seen Fatal Findings. Just to be clear, it's a very good movie, but not the best ever, not even in my top 50. Simon, I don't blame you. That's what everything we're doing here, it's subjective. You know, movies, comedy, it's all subjective. Simon, respect, no worries. You know what? There's one thing that is completely objective. Mario Smith puts on a great show. Let's bring him in. He's coming up next after this with The Drive.
Howdy, boys.
Mario!
What's going on?
Yo, so your Bulls took one the other night, right?
Ooh, yes, they did. I think the Bulls are going to extend this series all the way out. I think they're going to extend it all the way out, man.
Well, Middleton's hurt, right?
Mm-hmm. Out for the series.
Damn.
I don't think they can win it without him, because if it's me, if I'm Coach Donovan, I'm telling my boys tonight, let Giannis score 114 points. We have to score 115. Stop the rest of them. Let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Let him do whatever he wants. You stop those other four, you will win. I understand that you were talking. First of all, can we go back just for a moment?
Please.
I see you had the CEO of Pizza Hut on your show earlier.
It's true.
That was interesting. And you know what tomorrow is, which makes this even more interesting?
Saturday,
Tomorrow,
8, yeah.
Tomorrow is National Nose Picking Day.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's tomorrow's National Nose Picking Day. I made a mental note to not forget to tell you that. So the next time the CEO
that is very funny. And yes, the CEO was here talking about some of his bad deeds, getting high and driving a forklift and stuff like that. But also he was picking his nose and eating it.
He sure was. I saw all of it. I saw the whole thing. Poor Travis. That dude doesn't like Travis.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
Clear. And I also see that the House Pals are in the building today talking about movies. The best movie of all time is not Citizen Kane.
Lay it on me. What do you got?
Black Belt Jones, starring Jim Kelly. The greatest movie ever made.
Damn.
Easily.
Noted. Is this a 70s era?
Oh, absolutely. Make it your business to watch Black Belt Jones. And the ridiculousness of a Black Belt Jones. Look at Travis is on it. Black Belt Jones, man. It is the greatest movie ever made.
Oh, amazing.
I'm just saying.
I don't doubt it. I mean,
I agree with you about Citizen Kane, though. Everything you said is accurate. That movie is brilliant. And I almost cursed. They snuck up on Hearst. They in his face talked about him and roasted him bad. He got hurt, treated, as the kids say.
Oh yes. I think it's just like a stunning, especially when you consider when it came out. But I think a lot of people like. Does Black Belt Jones fall into the blaxploitation genre?
Absolutely, 150%. Yes.
Yeah.
It's everything that you don't want to see in 2022, but you got to see it because it's great.
Yeah, and I think so many people, just aren't like aware of like just how great and how important that genre was to showcase black people in film, in cinema, like being heroes, being just everyday people as well, because Hollywood, I mean, chalk up people of color as another group that was mistreated by Hollywood over decades and decades and decades.
I mean, if you go back even further and get into like Oscar Micheaux films in the 30s and 40s, the brilliant movies. I think what makes those movies about in the 70s, those blaxploitation movies so good, at least to me, is that it didn't just demonstrate the hero; it also celebrated the anti-hero a little bit too. It definitely gave a lot of people in Hollywood who would not have gotten work with those major studios work, and it provided an opportunity for some people who ended up being some of the greatest actors ever to be in those pictures and star in them. My friend Jacqueline Stewart runs the Academy Awards Museum out in your town.
Yes, sir.
She's amazing. You ever get a chance to meet her and talk to her, she is brilliant. But they've got a whole, if I'm not mistaken, they have a section there around blaxploitation films, I think.
And
I go back and forth with her all the time about Black Bill Jones too. This is the greatest movie ever.
Right on. No, I've seen like a good handful of those films. Not enough though, but yeah. I appreciate the recommendation. Also, absolutely. Like when you think about like groundbreaking stuff, like how many kick-ass women were there on par with what Pam Grier was doing? Like blaxploitation, just moving moving the needle as far as like powerful roles for women with like Coffee and Foxy Brown.
Absolutely. I mean, just that period of time did so much for so many great actors and actresses and directors. Not only those folks, though, the people behind the scenes. There were people who actually got work, to be able to hone their craft, cinematographers and all of that. It's a great period of time for American film. Unfortunately, it demonstrates a lot of the segregation that America still deals with, but it was still a really cool period for films. Rob Shaper is asking about Tattoo Connection. Yeah, man, that's another good movie. It's a really, really good movie. But
right
it's not
on.
The greatest movie of all time.
Black Belt Jones.
Black Belt Jones.
Yes, sir. Hey, Mario, do you see the question from my pal Andy McLean here? Better film, Mario, related to blaxploitation, Django Unchained or Jackie Brown?
That's tough. I like both of those. Django is a little hard for me to watch. Quentin Tarantino movies are hard for me to watch just on principle. I would say,
do you feel like he takes a little too much liberty?
Way too. For me, yes. It's as over the top, I guess, as it is supposed to be. Like if I watch Reservoir Dogs and I'll watch Pulp Fiction and then I kind of slow down. Quentin Tarantino is very good at what he does. I just sometimes it's hard for me to watch. Rob is talking about Tattoo Connection. It was the sequel. It was not that good of a movie. It was, it was okay. But gotcha. I mean, it's Jim Kelly again beating people up, which is great.
Right on. So yeah, I don't blame you on the Tarantino stuff, and I like it, it's different for me, but like as a writer, I would not feel comfortable like typing the N-word once, let alone
5,000 times. It would be hard for me to be in that writer room too. I just think, but it doesn't take it. It lends itself to the context of whatever it is that he's talking about. Right. I just think he overdoes it sometimes. And Jackie Brown and Django are two good examples of him being very generous, if you will, with those words. But I don't know. I just think his work is solid. It's still solid, but that's the only thing that bothers me about his movies.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I appreciate your perspective, 100%, Mario. Absolutely. Mario, we'll have to get together and talk a little sports, a little more baseball and all that good stuff soon. But everybody, I encourage you, please stick around for the man, the myth, the legend, Mario Smith.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
on the drive with Mario Smith. Folks, I had so much fun. One last segment, rejected segments. This rejected segment is Hal pretends to be writing in his diary. Hal pretends to be writing in his diary. Dear Diary, today's show was special. Harry T-Rex came by. He wasn't nice to Travis, but he's still one of my best friends. Don't tell anyone. I had a nice time talking to Grass Puddle and Simon and Andy.
We really got to get out of here. You know, I think there's something we could do. Maybe
We got to get. So yeah, that would have gone on for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Rob Schaefer. I had a great time talking to everybody. Really, I'm gonna write in my diary about it. In just a sec. What a nice time I had. I will see everybody on Monday. Thank you so much. Andy McLean, go Mavs. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you, everybody at Backchannel. Thank you, producer Travis, for holding it down. Don't forget to stick around for the drive with Mario Smith. Thanks again, y'all.